big boy. Whoa now. Steady as she goes. That's a boy. Ooh. Howdy, little old-timers. This is Cowboy Joe. I've been riding the trail all night just so I could get here on time. I've quite a few songs and stories to tell you. And I reckon you'll find them right interesting. So gather around, little buckaroos, and give a listen. The first one I'd like to do for you is Hi-I-O, get along, little doggies. One morning I heard a commotion. I sprang to the window to see what was wrong. Well, a bunch of young cowboys was a-driving a herd through. They were all my friends and they're singing the song. Hi-I-O, get along, little doggies. It's all in his fortune and none of my own. Hi-I-O, get along, little doggies. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. Well, I jumped out of bed like a shot out of nowhere. I roped my old pony and got ready to go. For I knew the fun we would have on the trail drive, pushing those doggies to old Idaho. Hi-I-O, get along, little doggies. It's all in his fortune and none of my own. Hi-I-O, get along, little doggies. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. Now you'll be heap-beep for Uncle Sam's Indians as heap-beep, heap-beep. I hear them all cry. Well, be hi-I-O, get along, little doggies. You'll be Uncle Sam's meat pies by and by. Hi-I-O, get along, little doggies. It's all in his fortune and none of my own. Hi-I-O, get along, little doggies. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. And now, boys and girls, here's a true song and a story about back when I was rodeoing up in Cheyenne, Wyoming. There was an old-timer sitting in the bleachers, and as the Indians rolled by, and the American cowboys carrying our country's flag, tears rolled down this old-timer's cheeks. And after the show was over, I rode my pony up to the grandstand, and I said, "Say, old-timer, you look like you might have been an old cowboy at one time." And he said, "Son, if I could only turn back the pages of time, what I wouldn't give to be a cowboy again for a day." Backward, turn backward, old time on your wheels, oh, airplane wagons and automobiles. Dress me once more in a sombrero that flaps, spurs, flannel shirts, both slicker and chaps. Put a 6-shoot or two right into my hand and show me a yearling, the rope and the brand, out where the sagebrush is dusty and gray. Oh, make me a cowboy again for a day. With the thunder of hoofs on the range as we ride, with a hissing of irons and a smoking of hide, the bellows from cattle, the snorts of the cayuse, yes, longhorn from Texas, as wild as the deuce. And midnight stampedes and the milling of herds, yes, yells from the cowboys, angry for words. Yes, right in the midst of it, I would say, "Son, make me a cowboy again for a day. And give me a bronco that's used to the bit, and give me a quirt that will sting when it hits. And over the trail let me gallop away. Yes, make me a cowboy again for a day. and strap on my poncho, be a hind in a row, and hand me my Rita, that's dear to my soul. Then over the trail let me gallop away. Oh, make me a cowboy again for a day. And bacon that sizzles to a crisp in a pan, oh, after a roundup, smells mighty good to a man. The stories of ranchers and rustlers retold over our pipes as the embers grow cold. Yes, these are the tunes that old memories play. Yes, make me a cowboy again for a day. Now, here's a song about a romance between a Cheyenne Indian girl and a pony soldier. Him being discharged from the United States Cavalry, she said to him, "Oh, pony boy, won't you be my pony boy? Don't say no, here we go, off across the plains. Marry me, carry me, drive away with me. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Whoa, my pony boy." And this is what the pony soldier said to her. "Cheyenne, Cheyenne, hop on my pony. There's room here for two dear. After the ceremony, Cheyenne, Cheyenne, hop on my pony. There's room here for two dear, all old Cheyenne. Pony boy, won't you be my pony boy? Don't say no, here we go, off across the plains. Marry me, carry me, drive away with me. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, whoa! My pony boy." This is the story of an Indian legend. I'll tell it to you as to me it was told by an Iroquois Indian. An Indian wrinkled and old. In the upper valley of the Hudson River, there stood an Iroquois Indian village, surrounded by willow trees and a forest that was abundant with deer, bear, elk, and moose. The fish in the river was plentiful, and the people there were a happy people, a peaceful people. Then one night in early summer, a band of marauding Algonquins captured and bound a young Iroquois brave called Little Elk and carried him back to their camp many miles to the north. When the Iroquois discovered what had been done, it was too late to give chase, and all that was left to do was to pray to the Great Spirit Orenda for the safe return of Little Elk. Little Elk's mother, White Flower, had put all her faith in the Great Spirit Orenda, and she would wend her way every night for many moons to the very top of a huge rock formation to offer prayers for the safe return of her boy. This imposing rock was to become one of the greatest of all Indian legends. High upon that hilltop, White Flower would pray and pray to the Great Spirit Orenda, and with each prayer, a teardrop would fall. Unknown to White Flower, the Great Spirit Orenda transformed each and every tear into a shining crystal that formed the most amazing sight ever seen, a veritable waterfall of glistening beauty that could be seen by day and night for miles and miles. Then one day in late autumn, White Flower's prayers were answered. Far away in the land of the Algonquins, the chance came for Little Elk to make his escape. He slipped his bonds and made his way to the place where birch bark canoes lined the shore. He ripped the bottom of every canoe with a sharp rock, all except one, the one that he was to make his escape in, and he was on his way. Soon dogs barked, sounding the alarm, and every Algonquin, raging with anger, gave chase, only to find their canoes sink into the icy waters, together with their weapons. Their cries of anger were lost in the night. Meanwhile, Little Elk was paddling down the river, swifter than a wild duck skims o'er the tide. After 3 weary days and nights of paddling downriver, Little Elk saw in the distance a glowing light never seen before. His boy's heart kept repeating, "Follow that light." At long last, a tired but a happy lad was nearing his home shores, and he could hear the sounds of rejoicing in the distance. As he beached his canoe on the river bank, all his people were there to greet him with tears of joy. But first, he had to know, what was that brilliant light that shone from above like a million guiding stars? Then up spoke Little Elk's father, Red Eagle. He said, "My son, those were the tears of your dear mother, White Flower. Tears that the Great Spirit Arenda had transformed into glistening crystals to shine and show you the way home. Home to your loved ones. To this day, those crystal tears still shine, keeping forever alive the legend of Crystal Rock." Ah.